Alright, just a little bit of context. I was live a couple days ago on Twitch, and running jokes started happening in chat, and I got a lot of suggestions to make this into a compilation. So, for like the 5 people who wanted this, here you go. For the people who didn't want this, I don't care. Watch it anyway. Also, this is a funny video, so watch it all the way through and comment how many times I say James from 4th period. The person who comments the correct answer gets pinned. And yeah, and enjoy. See you guys on Monday in 4th period. Okay, James from 4th period. James, that's in 4th. Well, hi, James from 4th period. Exactly. I can never forget James from 4th period. He's unforgettable. I still remember as James from 4th period. You know James from 4th period. Do over James. I'm not gonna kill him for James. Yeah, it's James from 4th period. And maybe James from 4th period. Maybe he can join. James from 4th period. Thank you for the follow. Hello, James from 4th period. How are you? Oh my gosh, James. You're doing well? Hey, that's great, man. That's great. This is James from 4th period. Sorry about that, friends. This is getting out of hand. Hello, real James from 4th period. Thank you for the follow. How is it going? Real James from 4th period. Yes, that is what is. Yes, there's a James from 4th period and a James from 3rd period. We'll never know which is which though. Who will win? James from 4th period or James from 4th period? Yep, Terrain, it's James. Did you know Pofa is at my school? People don't remember James from 4th period. They really just don't. They don't know who James from 4th period is. No, it's cool. I didn't know Pofa was James from 4th period. You go to my school? No, there's more than one James from 4th period. Oh no. There's Terrain, there's James from 4th period, and then there's real James from 4th period. This scares me. I am James from 4th period. Terrain, you gotta help me. Pofa's from your school? Yeah, he's James from 4th period. I'm James from 2nd period? Oh gosh. Which lesson members are from your school? Well, there's Vortex and Parrot, and then there's James from 4th period and James from 4th period. We are James from 4th period. You're all James from 4th period, and no, none of you are James from 4th period. This is the paradox we created. We've never created the James from 4th period paradox. Should I just say in chat who remembers James from 4th period and see if anyone responds? James from 4th. Have you ever met James from 4th period? That's about it. Can we have a battle of the Jameses? We could. I don't think anyone in chat remembers James. Obviously they don't. I remember James, of course. We're all James. I'm actually James from 4th period. I am Wookie, and you are Wookie, and I am James from 4th period. Let's go. If I had a name tag, I'd name my cat James from 4th period. Now I want to make this a clip, the James from 4th period paradox. That would do so well as a video. James from 4th period. Make the James from 4th period. Rasplin, I have an important question for you. Rasplin, are you James from 4th period? Are you James from 4th period? I'm adding my notes. James from 4th period. Because we're all James from 4th period. But not as cool as James from 4th period. James from 4th period. James from 4th period. Change stream title to James from 4th period. James from 4th period. I should write a book and make a documentary about James from 4th period. Is that the whole thing of this stream? Is that the whole thing about my channel now? Nah. Screw Woogie. Screw Polar Bears. James from 4th period. May the James of 4th period be with you. You James from 4th period. James from 2nd period. No. Alright, so there's the James from 4th period, the real James from 4th period, and then a James from 2nd period.